Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am sitting here doing something creative with some of these batik scraps that I have. I have been cutting a lot of batiks for my fabric sales, and I have a lot of scraps left over, and I thought, I feel like sitting down and doing something. Even though I have a gazillion other things to do, I also need to have a video every now and then, so I'm jumping in with one. We are going to create a quilt block by top stitching some of these batik strips onto this piece of featherweight iron-on fusible. I get this at Marden's, and I think I've done a video or two using this, doing top stitching. So if I find that, I will link to it down below. So go check it out. If I remember right, I did something that was very weird, and I liked it, but I don't know. I don't know what I did. We're going to do something sort of like log cabin, where we're going to work around and around, but instead of going around and around, I'm going to start with a square in a corner, and we're going to build out. The other thing I'm going to do is I am going to top stitch using my nylon thread. Shoot, I don't have it because it's on my sewing machine because I've already practiced, but it's just clear nylon thread that you can get at Walmart. If I find what I have, I'll link down below to that too, so you can see if your Walmart has it. I only use it in the top thread. I use thread, regular thread, as the bobbin thread. You might have to play with your adjustments a little bit. I tend to have to make my top thread, the tension very loose, and it works great. So what we're going to do is we're going to build on this iron-on fusible, and I think I'm going to have some of this available for you guys. I have some left, and I don't know exactly how I'll sell it yet, but go check down below. If I have this on eBay that you can scoop up right now, go ahead and scoop it up right now. If I don't have it, but I think I might in the next day or two, well, I'll just, mention it down below that it's coming soon. So you can just check back later. We're going to build on this, and then we are going to press our work, and then we're going to top stitch on the raw edges. And it's super cool, it's incredibly fun, and I really love it with the clear thread. You can use any thread you want. I'm just doing a basic zigzag, and I liked using the clear thread because it just didn't take away from my batiks. So here's how we are going to do this. First of all, I'm working on my little ironing board, but I won't be pressing right here. I don't know, maybe I can. I might be able to. No matter what, I make sure that I'm on my little ironing board, and if I want to go to my big ironing board, I just pick this up and take it with me and put it on my other ironing board, because we're not going to want to move this block once we have it laid out. So let's just get started. We are going to start by putting a little square or a big square. You can make any size square you want. We're going to put it in the corner. I'm just doing this corner down here, and you want to make sure it overlaps a little bit. Goes over the edges, because we want to make sure that we, aren't going to be pressing on our fusible. So we're going to completely cover this square, which is an 8-inch square, by the way. We're going to completely cover this with fabric. So you want to just have it going over the edges a little bit. Because I've been cutting a lot of scrappy pre-cuts, I have a lot of little pieces of batik that are 5 1/4 inches this way. So I'm going to be using those. And you can pretty much use the selvage on batik. This is the selvage right there. It barely looks different. Some of the prints, you can tell it's a selvage, and in that case you can trim it. But this one is good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a piece here on top of this one. And you can choose to just leave it like that until you trim, or you can trim it, because you might want to use that piece somewhere else. But no matter what, you're going to be able to use this later. I trimmed it before, so I'm going to stick with that. Now I want one going this way. Now here's an example of this batik. The selvage is good, but the print doesn't really go up to the selvage. It did on the other one, so I won't use that. What do we have going on here? I kind of want to make the, the colors stand out. Well, let's put a piece of green like this. And you're going to overlap a little bit. So this green is just covering the edges of this fabric, just like this piece is just covering that piece. I don't know why I'm trimming. I have enough, so I really don't have to trim. Now I'm going to go this way again, and that's what we're going to keep doing. A piece this way, a piece this way, a piece this way, a piece this way. Now this is 8 inches, so at some point you're going to have some strips that are at least 8 inches long or wide, however you want to call it. Ooh, let's do some pink. And I want that blue dot to show, so I'm going to put it there. And I'm not going to trim. Let's save time and not do that. How about this here? Now this way. What else do I have? I'm just being fussy now. Well, this is big. I'm going to trim it a little bit. I don't need that whole big thing hanging. Ooh. Is this going to be... Ooh, it's long enough. There's 2 there. Ooh, I like that. This way. I'm going to just go press that open. It's folded over. I want that there. Okay, where am I? I did this one. Okay, so I have to do this up here. Now I'm going to start needing some longer strips. I want some more orange. Do I have something purplish? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, this strip is a little bit wonky, but that's okay. I'm going to put it, and then the next one I'll just lay it. You can do wonky. You can do anything you want, but I'll just lay the next one over this. All right, that's too similar. I want something different there. Ooh, yellow. Is this going to cut it? It is. Just going to make it. All right, we did that. Now, is this... No, that's not going to be long enough. So let me see. Ooh, how about this guy? Look how pretty. Or how about this guy? Oh, I have that one there. Okay, we need some aqua or something. Or purple. Okay, this is cool. Right there. I mean, I'm going to trim that because it's really long. And I will take you to the sewing machine with me. Can I do another piece like that? I sure can. All right, let's finish this one off with some green at the top. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. Do I have a narrower end? Because I don't need it to be too big. There we go. I just want to make sure that I am over the top of this. And then I could do one more strip this way if I have anything wide enough. Do I? I do. I'm going to put this here. Do love. I like it sometimes like when I have one going this way and then one going that way. All right, let me go get my iron. I'm going to try to iron here. It should reach. I can iron with you. So excited. Now I have my iron on high, and you can steam or not steam. Doesn't really matter. But don't ever press on the side with the featherweight Fusible. If you do, put a pressing cloth. Like if you were to, you know, turn it over after and want to press it. It sticks pretty good. So I'm just going to start by just going like this with the iron and moving it and letting it just stick. All right, that's nice and pressed. Yeah, you kind of don't want, you know, big long pieces hanging because we're going to go take this to the sewing machine now. But this is good. Then we'll be trimming after we do our top stitching. That's why I like to start with my Fusible as the foundation, cut to the size I want, and then it's very easy to trim after. Oh my God, I'm so loving this so much. These don't have to be like glued on for dear life. You know, we're going to be top stitching. I'm going to show you here before I take it to the machine. What I am going to do is like I'm going to start on a line like this, and I'm going to go all the way across. Then I back up. You can either turn around and come back. I just back up. With the clear thread, it doesn't show at all. I'm going to back up, and then I'm going to go this way. And then I will start here and go, it doesn't matter, I can start here or here, but I'll be here, so I'll just go this way, and then I'll go up to get this little part, and then down, and then this way, back up, there. And I'm just going to do that. So I just wanted to show you like how I am doing it before we go to the machine. Let's go to the machine. You're higher than normal. That might be a good thing. I'm trying hard to not, let me see, not have to adjust my tripod because we're going to go back to do trimming after this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start. Now I'm going to sew zigzag on the top fabric. I try to make the zigzag just go over the edge a little bit, like of my green in this case. And we had a problem because my thread got tangled on the top, the spool. Starting over. Okay, now, I don't know. I think I was going to start this way. It doesn't matter. I want to make sure I sew up here, so I have two choices. I can turn this way and just back stitch and then come back, or I can turn to go in this direction. That's what I'm going to do. And now I'm going to turn and just sew the whole way down. Now I'm going to go this way, and then I'll back up, and then I'll go here. And I'm good at stitching in reverse for like 1.5 inches. I can do that. So that's what I choose to do. Now we go back this way. And I'm going to just keep doing this up and down until I have all my raw edges sewn. And we are done, I do believe. I will double check, make sure. Looks like all the edges are down. Let's go trim this. Trimming this is easy because you're going to use the edge of your Fusible as the guide. And one more. And that is it. Now, if you wanted, you could do a stay stitch all the way around, either zigzag or not, if you know, especially if not using it right away and you don't want your pieces to come up, because this can come apart a little bit, doesn't matter. But if you want, you can stitch all the way around. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Let me get the mat out. You know, I want to explain that when I do the editing, so much has to be cut out. It's very hard to do videos like this because if you have to cut a part out for whatever reason, a step might suddenly be missing. You know, I just want you guys to know I do the best that I can, but when I do these videos, it's much longer in real time. And you get to see the edited version. But sometimes when I edit, I'll be like, oh my God, I said that completely wrong. So I have to cut that out. And then sometimes the video just seems to jump around. And that's just life. You know, I can't take back the steps that I did. And so whatever. I just wanted to explain that to you guys. Anyway, I love this so much. Now I'm going to try to show you up close. I mean, obviously I can see the nylon thread, and you don't have to use nylon thread. Let's see if where's a good place. Okay, see on this piece here, I went back and forth right there, so it is visible if it will focus. There, it's focused, but from far away nobody's going to know that. It's just super cool. But you can use any color thread. You can do decorative stitching. And here's the other one I made earlier, my practice block. You know, just these two little pieces make a nice little tote, just a little tote, or I don't know, something else. Cut them down, make phone cases, whatever. These little guys will end up being on my penny auctions. Not tonight. I don't feel like setting that up tonight. But when they are, I'll link down below. And in case you're watching this in a couple days from now, they might still be there. I'll always go check out my auctions or my eBay listings, assuming that I do this for a very long time. You could probably be watching this in 5 years from now, and I may still be doing it. I've been selling on eBay for almost 20 years, so I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I hope you enjoyed this. I just think it is so cool. What a great way to use up scraps. And I liked the little like log cabin style. But again, go watch the video that I'm sure I will find, and I will link that down below. I think it was this same Fusible, not sure. Oh, and maybe I will have some of the Fusible available on eBay. Again, I'll let you know in the description if I do or if I don't. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. No, that's hi. Bye. I'm not editing that out.